how you simply just get better at fighting. I try to tell people this. I try to tell people this all the time. If you want to get better at fighting, you have to fight. You can hit all the pads you want. You can punch the bag all you want. But you have to use these same techniques that you're working on. You have to use them. You have to use them up against somebody that's punching back, that's defending. That's how you know that these things are working. You can't just hit something that doesn't hit back. That's why Bruce Lee said, when you're hitting something, bags don't hit back. You have to go up against something that's going to hit you back. I've been doing this for 10 years, and I really started to see improvement once I start sparring. And then when it comes down to sparring, know who you're sparring. You're not gonna grow if you sparring beginners, or if you're not gonna grow if you sparring your regular rival sparring partner, unless he's actively growing, and then you have to catch up to him. But you mainly want to spar people that are better than you, faster than you, stronger than you, bigger than you. You want to gain that experience. 90% of boxing is experience. You can have some of the greatest technique. I have some good technique, but I would go up against guys in sparring matches, and they experience alone, what they've seen before. It's about what you've seen before. Once you see something before, you can deal with it and you can correct it. Because if you say I'm fighting a southpaw and a southpaw beat me, you now adapt to fighting that southpaw, or vice versa. Now you know what to do the next time you face a southpaw. So the absolute best way to get better at fighting is by fighting. You can sharpen your tools all you want to, but you have to use those same tools in battle. If you want to simply and try to spar as much as you can, that's how you grow. That's how I got better, and that's how many legends. That's what the legendary Chris Eubank, he said, the best way to get better at fighting is to fight. Is to spar. You have to spar. You can spar hard. Me, I'm an advocate of sparring hard, but that's every blue moon. Not every blue moon, but often. Not every week. You don't have to spar hard every week. And then I recommend sparring at least twice a week. And when I say spar a lot, that don't mean spar every single day. No. What I recommend sparring between 1 or 2 times a week. And make sure between those 2 weeks, you sparring hard at least once, because you have to get used to that intensity. I don't care what none of these guys say. Oh, you CTE, you're going to mess up your brain. If you simply afraid of that, this sport isn't for you. This is a very tough sport. This isn't soccer. This isn't golf. That's how you learn how to get better. Oh, I don't want to get hit no more. That's why defense. You got to work on your defense. You got to work on your reaction time, your reflexes. That's just the game. That's the sweet science. You got to work on getting in and getting out. You got to work on these things, bro. So spar if you want to get better at fighting.